Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our 20th episode of Flag Friday 20. Wow, we're almost there. Probably two more. I've added one special one for June 4th, last Friday of the school year. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll think of something special for you. So, this week was the country. All the clues you were given: transcontinental, baseball, species found there and nowhere else in the world. And then we speak about the tropical climate. A couple other clues or information for you. This country has over 40 national parks, second to the national rainforest or world rainforest. So they're the second largest rainforest in the Western Hemisphere, besides Brazil. I have a military connection to this country back in the late 90s. That's a long time ago. And the people are beautiful. They're wonderful people. Some of them thought I were of this culture because of my haircut and I didn't have my beard. I was much younger then, so I looked more of their type of people, but I wasn't. So, with that being said, last week was the state of New York and how I have a connection to that country. And some of you were dancing around on that one, giving me answers of other states, but not quite hitting that one. Same thing here. Not quite hitting the country, but dancing around it. And when I tell you and show you the flag, you're probably going to be like, oh, should have went with my first guess. That's okay. Some of us know, some of us don't. It's all good. So, what country was I talking about this week? Now, I have to say, this country, as I say, has beautiful people, wonderful landscape. It's very hot and very humid. So if you go down there during the summer, I suggest you bring some suntan lotion, a hat, shades, change of clothes because you're probably going to be sweating a lot. But outside of that, it's a beautiful area. So, what country am I speaking of? Oh, no, wrong country. Not Germany. Psych. So, what country? Three, two, one. Anyone recognize this flag? It is the country of Panama. Yes, Panama. Some of you were so close. Ah, I can't tell you how hard it is not to say what the answer is and not to tell you if you're right or wrong. I think my facial expression sometimes gives it away, but I try to keep you in suspense for the entire week. And I have to say, some of you were pretty good. Very good. But just couldn't quite get it. So today's country this week was Panama. I was down in Panama in July of 1999, in the middle of summer, full military uniform, black boots, green camouflage hat, wearing my military police uniform. And I have to say, it was very hot. I would iron my uniform, shine my boots. By mid-afternoon, probably before noon, It looked like my uniform came out of a duffel bag. My boots weren't shined. Like I shined them with a Snickers bar. It was just crazy. Like I said, the humidity just took everything out of the uniform. It almost didn't matter to look pristine and crisp. The humidity just wiped it away. So, and when I had my hair cut and had no beard, and I was much younger, I was mistaken as Panamanian. So people walk up to me, start talking Spanish. Now, at that time, I had graduated out of high school for maybe a couple of years. I hadn't taken Spanish since middle school at that point. My earliest foreign language was French. So I couldn't understand a lot what they were saying to me. So I had to kind of break it to them that no, I'm not Panamanian. But it made me think, am I? But I have nothing in ancestry as of yet that has told me that I am Panamanian. But I was told I look Panamanian, but I'm not. But today's country and this week's country is Panama. Now, how many of you guessed Panama as your first guess, but probably thought, nah, that's not it? Sometimes you gotta go with your first guess. And if you didn't know, now you do. Some of the clues I give you are very hard to find without people using Google, which some of you are pretty honest about, of not using Google, and trying to find the answer. That's very hard, challenging for me to try to give you clues that you can't Google. Some are kind of easy to find out, but if you can Google it, I try to make sure there's more than one answer. But I digress, and I will say that if you got Panama, you guessed Panama, you was right. If you thought about it and didn't say it, I should teach you to learn to trust your instinct. Sometimes your instincts are right on point. So, with that being said, I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I want to say continue to wear your mask, continue to be respectful, be thankful for what you have. We're almost done, people. We're almost done. At least 2 more episodes to go. I decided to add one more. But we're almost there. It's hot. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. And I will see you around later.